Hey, good evening and welcome to our men's game. Before we make our starting introductions, we'd like to take a moment to recognize a couple of our men players that have been here for a couple of years. We appreciate their efforts, the hard work they've put in, and what they have contributed again to the program here. First, Mr. Austin Curry. Austin, thank you for your time, and his mom, Linda, is with them. Appreciate it, Austin. Great job. And Garth wants to get a picture of them, maybe. And, oh, okay. Oh, he's getting it down there, okay. And then Yofta Doncor. Thanks to him as well for the time that he has put in, and appreciate it. Let's give them another round of applause for their work here at the college. Thanks, gentlemen. As they finish the pictures, we'll introduce the starting lineup for the Thunderbirds. A 6'4" sophomore, 3, Neil Green. 5'9" freshman, 10, Stefan Singleton. 6'4" freshman, 21, Kobe Rothwell. 5'4" freshman, 22, David Harris. And a 6'8" sophomore, number 31, Desmond Hudson. And the rest of the Thunderbirds, Mr. Che Dawson, Dave Denny, Clarence Ryan, Jason McGuff, and Cameron Swanson, the assistants. And the starting lineup for the Blazers. 6'4" sophomore, 0, Austin Curry. 6'2" freshman, 1, Jackson Clark. 5'8" freshman, number 3, Michael Brown. 6'5" sophomore, 24, Yofta Doncor. And a 6'5" freshman, 34, Marcus Gilson. And the rest of the Blazers, Mr. Jason Moyer, Mr. Jonathan McMillan.
All right, we want to welcome to the second game of tonight's doubleheader, the Trailblazer men taking on the Thunderbirds of Highline Community College. Centralia still has a possibility of making the playoffs. They need to definitely win tonight, and then they would have a game, depending on what the other teams do, they could have a playoff game Friday, and then another game Saturday. There's a lot of things that have to happen there, but we just know that Centralia needs to win tonight. They won the first meeting of these two teams, 75-71.
Yep, definitely. It's going to come down to tonight for a few different teams. Okay, good. Okay.
Okay, so we're ready to start this game. We'll get this one underway. Should be a good game as both teams vying for some kind of a spot possibly in the playoffs. Clark has the ball, gives it over to Curry. Curry back with the ball now. Over to Clark. And Brown gets it in to Gilson. Gilson will turn around and put that up and in. So Centralia will take a 2-point lead. Both teams have some pretty tall players on their team. So Highline working it around, bring it inside, saving it. Highline, they're going to drive it in, and a 3-point shot from the right side. That was Harris with that miss. So Clark over to Curry, back to Clark. Clark cross court to Brown. Brown will take a long 3-point shot. That's just off the mark. And rebound is Hudson. Bring it down court quickly. Fake to 3. Looking for something inside. There is a 3-point shot from the elbow. That would be right around the elbow. That's Kobe Rothwell with that miss. Centralia Bringing it up, Doncor with the rebound, and Doncor will put it up and off the glass, take a 4-point lead.
That miss was almost put right in Doncor's hands, almost like it was a alley-oop.
Definitely right in the right spot at the right time. So Singleton gives it over to Rothwell. Rothwell will take a shot, he misses it, and Green will get the ball. Green out to Singleton. Back out to Green. Green will drive in, push it out from a three. From the three, that was Harris with the miss. Curry will bring it up, give it out to Clark. Clark stops, gives it back to Curry. Curry thinks about a three, stops, tries to get into Doncor. That's stolen away. It's Singleton who stole the ball. He gets it over to, it would be Harris. Harris fouled by Doncor.
Quick foul for Doncor just a couple minutes in.
Yeah, and again, we're playing 2 halves with the men. With the women, we played 4 quarters.
Is this the first we're seeing of Brown so far?
As a starter, I think.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing him too often in any games. So Harris with his first shot, that goes in. I mean, you know, we didn't go to all the away games, but as far as the home games, I don't remember seeing him playing that often. Clark drives in, gives it to Doncor. Doncor looked like he was going to dunk it, but he just lays it off his fingers.
That was a hell of a pump fake from Clark on both defenders up in the air.
So Green gives it over to Roth. Singleton had it, gives it to Rothwell. Singleton with the ball, out to Rothwell. Missed shot, the rebound will go to Brown. Brown will give it to Curry. Curry loses it, but is able to get it back on a weird bounce there.
That could be a Sports Center top 10 player right there.
Yeah, Brown listed at 5'8" for Centralia. Singleton with the ball, he can drive it in, get to Rothwell. Rothwell will stop, dribble in. Cross court to Green. Green back to Singleton, 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Green will give it out to Rothwell. Rothwell almost a travel. Singleton will just lay it up at the buzzer, and he misses it. Brown gets the rebound. Tries to get it over to Clark, but it's taken away by that's Rothwell, rather. He'll bring it up. Get over to Green. Top of the key to Singleton. Back to Green. Oh, blocked shot. That was Harris with his shot rejected by Doncor. Oh. So that will go in for Gilson. And Gilson is fouled. So Centralia with a 10-2 lead already.
Great start for him. Gilson's getting started here. The bucket and the foul.
Hudson is out, and Hester, who's listed at 6'9", is in now for Green River. So Gilson's shot is up and in. So we have a 11-2 score for Centralia. Again, Centralia needing to win this game if they have any hope of getting into the playoffs. Brown gets the ball away from Rothwell. Curry tries to get into Doncor, but that doesn't go right. Pass a little bit too far. Green had the outlet pass come to him, but it was a little bit over his head.
Lucky that one was over his head, or that would have been an easy 2 points.
Definitely easy 2. See, the players are a little bit winded. They've been running quite a bit early in this game. Again, Centralia with that 11-2 lead.
Thunderbirds getting their hands up on defense, jumped around a bit still. So they still got some energy.
Curry to Brown, back to Curry. Curry thought about a 3-point shot, gives it back to Brown at the top of the key. Back to Curry. Curry will take that 3, and he hits that. So 14-2 now. Singleton over to Green. Green with the 3-point shot. That's off the mark. And rebounded. Ooh, Doncor had the handle on that. That was Harris with the shot. Doncor had it in his hands, but it goes out of bounds. So Green River will get the ball with a new 30. So Green looking to get it in, gets it in off the baseline to Harris, and Harris will lay it off the glass. 14-10 now. Curry over to Brown. Back to Curry. Curry fakes the three, drives in between two players, puts it up, misses. Doncor tries to get it. Doncor gets the ball, puts it, turns around, misses it, and it is rebounded by the tallest guy out there, Robert Hester, listed at 6'9" out of Portland, Oregon. So Highline working it around. Rothwell gets it into Hester. He'll turn around. Doncor will get the ball. Nothing but ball on that one, apparently. So gives it out to Brown. Brown almost loses the handle on it.
Nice pass.
Gives it over to Curry.
Curry to get it to Brown there. Just laid it in the right spot.
Curry off the glass. 16-4 now. So that's Singleton being guarded by Brown. He gets it off to Harris. He misses the shot. Rebounded by Centralia. That's Clark with the ball. Tries to get it inside, but that will be taken away. Singleton works it up over to Green. Back to Green. Rothwell will with the ball out to Singleton. Gets it into Hester. Hester with a left-handed putback off the, well, actually not even a putback, just a turnaround shot off the glass. Makes it a 10-point lead for Centralia, 16-6. Doncor almost had the ball taken away into Gilson. Gilson over to Curry from the left side. He misses everything. And Singleton will drive up quickly, give it out to Rothwell, who hits that shot. So 16-9. Clark over to Brown. Brown to the top of the key to Curry. Curry instructing Doncor to do something. Clark will take a three-point shot. That'll miss. And Harris gets that rebound. Gets it to Singleton. Singleton backs up, listens to his coach. Gets it over to Harris. Harris working to the left side. Double team there. Gets it over to Rothwell. Rothwell to Singleton. Gets it into Green. Green will stop. Tries to get into Harris. Nice little bounce pass to Green, who was attacking the basket. And Green will take it up and lay it off the glass.
That was a nice cut there by the Thunderbirds. But they're definitely starting to pick apart the defense. Good timeout call.
Yeah, good timeout by Coach Moore of Centralia. Stop the momentum from Highline. So start of the half, this first half, Centralia came out very hot. Had a 10-point lead at one point. So got to stop that momentum. And again, this game has playoff implications for Centralia. What is Highline's record for so far? They are, 6-7. So it's like, let's check that. Let's go up here. They are, is that them right there?
Yeah, Highline.
So they are 6-7, yeah, the men. And we are, we're at 5-8. So if we win this, we'll be 6-8. They will be 6-8.
And we own the tiebreaker if we win this.
Yeah,
so.
And so we play Friday, I believe.
So it really just comes down to is that if Pierce can win tonight.
Yes.
That is if we.
Centralia just has to win. That's the key thing right now. Is Centralia just has to take care of themselves. If they can get the win, then they can possibly get into the playoffs. So we had a couple substitutions in there. And nice putback by Craigley.
I don't know how he gets some of those lay-ins to go down sometimes.
Yeah, he puts a nice spin on the ball there. So we have Meadows and Craigley in for Centralia. Harris gets the ball to Hester. Hester with that miss. Pregley with the ball. Kicks it out to Clark. Clark to Meadows. Clark at the top of the key. Meadows, pretty good three-point shooter, Meadows is. And another person in too. Pregley will take that three. But Iman is in also for Centralia. So Hester gets it out to Singleton. Singleton almost gets the ball stripped. Rothwell over to Harris. Harris will get it to Rothwell, and that will be a three from the corner. He misses it, but it's rebound by Harris. And Harris will give it off to number 23, which is Travis Rice. He misses the ball. Oh, nice block by Iman. So, but the ball is taken away, and that is Hester with that nice stuff that can fire up his team. 18-13, a 5-point lead now for Centralia.
That was a lot of back and forth momentum there in like 2 seconds.
He made his statement with that. Meadows with the long three from the corner. He misses that. Harris with a high rebound. He'll get up to Singleton. He'll bring it up. Singleton guarded by Curry. Curry will get up to Rothwell. Back to Singleton. Singleton with a three from the top of the key. And he hits that, so 18-16, just a 2-point lead with under 10 minutes left now. Centralia starting the game off pretty hot. It's, kind of changed their lineup a little bit. Clark with the three from the elbow. He misses it. Iman will get it. He tries to stuff it, tries to get back to show Hester that he can stuff it too. Centralia ends up with the 2 points on that. So Iman listed at 6'8", and Hester at 6'9".
Liking the aggressiveness from Iman to just try and pack that one in his face.
Yeah. So Iman out of Alaska, and Hester out of Portland. And Iman denies that stuff.
Hester all over Iman on that last one. It seems like they're having a little battle between the two of them.
Yeah, I think both of them are trying to establish their positions and try to let the other one know that, hey, I can stuff this ball too. So Meadows brings it up for Centralia, 20-14. Centralia with that lead, 8:57 left in this first half. Long three-point shot from the corner, which is missed. Hester with that rebound. And we have Peppinger in for Centralia. So Centralia gets the ball to the out of bounds for Highline. Meadows will bring it up. Over to Peppinger. Peppinger to Curry. Curry standing way out of the three-point lane. Peppinger, Meadows, over to Peppinger, over to Curry. Curry will take a step in from the three-point line, put it up, hit about a, what was that, about a 20-foot shot maybe?
Roughly, yeah.
So Singleton for Highline, gives it over to Harris. Top of the key. He'll give it to Rothwell. Rothwell will give it back to Singleton. Looks like they're trying to get into Harris. Harris will get it and put it up and also get a foul for a possible three-point play. And that will be Rothwell. We have a substitution. Actually, that's Harris at the Rothwell will come out, and Brown will come in. So Harris will get a shot here to try to complete that three-point play. He makes that, 22-19. Meadows to Curry, over to the corner to Peppinger. Top of the key to Meadows, over to Curry. Curry will get it back to Meadows. Meadows will take a long three, and that misses its mark. Brown will get the rebound, give it up to Singleton. Singleton with the ball again. And Rice has it, tries to get it inside. So let's see, they've made a couple changes. So Hester, who's at 6'9", came out, and Hudson comes back in. He's listed at 6'8". Meadows brings it up, gives it out to Curry on the right side, top of the key. Over to Meadows. He thinks about a three, gets it inside to Iman. Iman will move around a little bit, get it up. It takes a couple rolls around the rim and goes down for Iman.
Been playing very well on both the offensive and the defensive end.
So a shot is missed. Curry will bring it up. He'll slow up a little bit. Get it cross court to Meadows. Meadows to Peppinger, who shoots a three from the corner. Hits the rim, but comes down. And it looks like Hudson got the rebound. Gives it over to Singleton. Singleton to Brown. So both teams doing a lot of passing tonight. A little bit of a spin move there by Hudson. He'll get it up over Iman.
They're both listed as 6'8", but Hudson seems like he has a few inches on Iman.
Yeah, he looks like he a few more pounds on Iman too.
That too.
So into Craigley, who laid off the glass. So a good pass into him. So a lot of good ball movement by both teams so far tonight. Centralia with the 26-21 lead now. 6:10 left in the first half. And Gilson ready to check in along with Doncor. Craigley steals the ball. Nice little put off the glass. He misses it, but Curry is right there to put it in.
Great idea to come and pick that ball off from so far away defensively. He has great vision defensively. He's always reading that next step, the next pass.
So Curry will get the foul. Gilson in, and Iman will come out. Doncor comes in, and who else came out? Meadows came out for Centralia. So Green River with the ball. Gets into Harris. Harris to Hudson. Hudson to Brown, to Singleton over in the corner. There's Harris with the long three. He misses it. Curry gets the rebound. Curry will hold it up and just walk it up court. Peppinger thought about trying to get to Gilson. Curry stops, gives it out to Peppinger. Peppinger all the way over to Craigley. He takes a step in, gives it to Curry. 7 seconds, 6 seconds. Peppinger will shoot, misses it, and Harris for Highline gets that rebound. So Centralia again working it around. Long shot by Rice, that's off the mark. Peppinger will get the rebound. So I'm not sure what happened there. So Hester comes back in. Hudson goes out. Brown comes out. They called the foul on, who's that? Number 31.
Hudson.
Hudson, we're not sure what he did, but.
So did he try to come in during mid-play or something like that?
It could have been. Okay. Long pass over to Curry. Curry take a step, stop, and shoot. That's off his mark. He gets his own rebound. He'll attack the basket. It's blocked. Singleton ends up with it for Highline. Being double teamed, but he gets it over to Singleton.
Doncor is really going to have to hold his own down here with Hester.
Singleton gets that basket. Got it from Rothwell. Curry to Peppinger to Craigley. Craigley takes a step, gives it to Curry wide open, but doesn't take the shot. Craigley will take it from the, or Peppinger will take it from the three, straight on from the top of the key, misses it. And let's see what happens here.
Foul called, I believe.
You're going to call a foul on Peppinger?
Yeah, that's one of those fouls you can live with. That's definitely a energy foul. Just trying to go for the ball.
Yeah. So he fouls Rothwell. You're right about that, yeah. You get a little.
Well, hey, it resulted in a 5-second turnover.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. You just have all that energy and you go for the ball, and it's not a bad foul really at that point, especially because you held them, got the ball back.
And fouls are being called relatively lightly so far this half.
Curry with the ball. Tries to get it inside to Doncor or Gilson. Curry will just take the three. We've seen this before where Centralia, if they can hit a couple threes, it really opens up the inside.
Peppinger struggling from outside is really going to cause a lot of the defense to sag off of him.
Yeah, they can
collapse inside.
Back off. So Brown comes in for Peppinger. So Harris with the ball to Singleton. He stops at the top of the, well, actually at the free throw line. And really, on that play, Hester kind of reached over Eiman and could have been called for the foul there. Green will be coming in.
Which the lob to Hester, or they're just going to go into the backcourt.
So Singleton will bring it all the way up. Give it to Green. Green being double teamed in that zone. So screen on Curry, but Hester will back it up. They'll put it on the floor. They're going to call it a continuation and get in the basket. And who are they calling that on? Is that Doncor?
24.
Yeah, Doncor. So they called it a continuation. And so Hester makes that 28-26, just down by 2. Craigley over to Brown. So Curry will back it up. And Highline playing a zone 2. Craigley will take a three-point shot. He hits that. Nice shot by him. He gives Centralia a little breathing room there, 31-26. 3:10 left in this first half. So Harris at the top of the key, being guarded by Brown. Gets it into Hester. Hester will fake it up on the right, go under the basket, put up on the left side.
With his height, you got to do your work early. You can't let him get the ball that close to the basket, or it's just 2 points.
Gilson to Brown, he misses everything. 31-28, and Highline has the ball. Singleton will bring it up. Trey again playing that zone defense. Over to Green. Green gets that back to Harris. Harris to Rothwell. He'll take a long three over Gilson, and he hits nothing but net on that one, so now we have a tied score. 31-31. 2:18 left. Craigley over to Brown at the top of the key, over to Curry. Curry trying to get it inside. They have Hester in there who's 6'9", Highline does, so it's kind of a tough pass to get in. And Craigley with the three from the top of the key, that's off its mark. Rothwell will get it, turn around, shoot, and he'll hit that, so Highline will get the first lead of the game. Hit that from about 20 feet out. 1:40 left in the first half. Brown over to Gilson. Craigley, Curry will take a shot. Well, Centralia's been missing a lot of shots from the outside. Rothwell being guarded by Brown. Over to Harris, Harris into Hester, being guarded by Doncor. Over to Harris, Rothwell will take a shot from about the elbow, and he hits that, so 35-31. Highline with the lead, and they're on a little bit of a run here too. Centralia needs to stop the run by hitting a shot. Under a minute left in the first half. Craigley stops, gets it up, misses that shot, and Hester had the ball but loses it. Curry almost had it, but Harris comes up with it for Highline. Rothwell with the three-point shot, it misses. Should have been a foul right there. So that was Hester all over Craigley. No foul called. 37-31. Curry will hold it up. 19 on the shot clock. Just a second more on the game clock. So 12 seconds. 9 seconds. 6. Pregley will take a three-point shot. He misses that, and it'll go out of bounds. It'll be Centralia's ball with 0.9 of a second. So you just got to get it and shoot. You can't even set your feet.
Calling for an overload on the left side. It's just enough time to get a quick jump shot in, which Curry is going to take it.
Curry. Oh, he misses that. So at the half, it's the Thunderbirds of Highline 37, Centralia with 31. Centralia had the lead for most of the game, and Highline able to come back.
Got a couple shots there at the end of the half, brought out the lead.
So we'll see the stats. It'll be interesting to see what the rebounds were, and see what the shot percentage for Centralia is. It seemed to miss a lot of shots that they were open on. And that's a big difference.
Yeah, beginning of the game, they were on fire the first 8 minutes or so, and Thunderbirds slowly chipped back into it.
Yeah, let's see what the coaches have to say to their players at halftime. Sure, have a good message for them. They really need to they got to win this game if they want any chance of making the playoffs. So we'll wait for some stats here, and then we'll take a break after we look at some of the key stats of the game. You can hear the Centralia band playing over there. And you can see them on screen right now, a bunch of students who are volunteering their time. Come out and provide a little entertainment. We also have the concession stand open. I want to thank everybody working tonight, the cameras, and our engineer Bill Shokoff, our director Dave LeClaire. On camera, we have Maggie, we have, who else is in there?
Caesar in there?
Caesar, and who else? Kaylee, I believe, is in there too. So let's take a couple glances here at some of the key stats. And it looks like rebounds they're tied at 20 apiece. We saw that in the women's game. So you're not going to see much of a difference. What are they for the threes? It looks like for Centralia.
2 of 18 from deep.
Yeah, that's a lot of missed shots there from 3-point. And Highline is 3 of 13, it looks like. So what do we see as far as percentage of shots?
Highline shooting 41.7 for the game and 23% from deep, whereas the Blazers are shooting 36.8 for the game and 11% from deep. Free throws, they're 1 for 1, whereas Highline is 4 for 4. So no missed free throws from either team, but not a lot of free throws attempted either.
Let's look at total points. Leading scorer for Highline right now is Rothwell, who has 12. And right behind him is Hester, a 6'9" post player. He's got 9. For Centralia, what do we have here? We have Curry with 11, Pregley with 7, and a bunch of players with 4 or 5 points each.
You know, they're still in this game. They're not down by a whole lot. And if you look at the stat sheet, Gilson only had 5 points. So Gilson isn't even playing like he normally would, and you're only down 6. So if you can count on him to come back out and play like he usually does, that's going to be a lot of help.
Yeah, and Iman usually gets a lot of points too. There is a big guy playing on him, a couple big guys that he's going to play against.
What was that? Hester and Hudson really making them work down low, and if Vanden Hazel comes out, that's a third guy over 6'8".
Yeah,
definitely got some size.
So it looks like really the difference has been the missed shots by Centralia. They've missed quite a few in the first half.
Yeah, so definitely see them try to. I know it's going to be hard to try and shoot inside and drive inside with those big guys, but if you can't shoot from outside, you got to find something else.
Yeah, you got to hit a couple threes to open it up a little bit, and hopefully that will help Centralia. Now, the thing that can happen is you can't let Highline come out early in the second half and go on a run like in the women's game, when the Highline women went on a run, built about a 13-point lead, and then they had to climb back, and I don't think Centralia can let them do that. They need to come out real hot in the second half and hit some early shots and get some momentum going. So we'll take a break here, about a 10-minute break, with the score at halftime the Highline Thunderbirds 37 and Centralia College Trailblazers 31. See you in about 10 minutes. All right, when welcome back to the second half of our doubleheader, the second half of the second half, I guess we could say. Yep. Or maybe we won't want to say that. 37-31, Highline is in the lead of Centralia College, and this game actually has very big playoff implications, so Centralia needs to win this if they want to have any hope of getting into the playoffs.
So over the break, we looked at some of the standings. Pierce, we own the tiebreaker against Pierce, right?
Right, we
so
beat them twice.
Even if they win and we win tonight, we'll own the tiebreaker. So all it comes down to is if Centralia can come out of here with a win tonight.
Yeah, as I mentioned right before we left for the half, Centralia cannot come out slow in the second half and let Highline go on a run. They're already up by 6. You don't want to dig a hole for themselves.
20 minutes potentially left in their season, so they got to play the hardest 20 minutes they have all year. The Thunderbirds inbound it. Singleton passes to the right wing, gets it back. Guarded by Brown as he drives inside, dumps it off. It's picked off by Curry. No, they get it back. Roswell for 3, no good. Offensive rebound. And a foul on Clark, it appears. That's the first foul for the Blazers. That's his first on Clark. Thunderbirds lob it over top near the logo. Singleton pass it back up top to Roswell. Pass it back to Green. Work around the perimeter. They finally get it inside. And the lay-in is good. Last shot from Harris. Blazers working on the perimeter. Clark for 3 from the left wing. No good. Bringing the ball up on the break. Curry almost gets the ball. Broken play. And a lane violation.
Yeah, that's Hudson, who was standing in the lane just a little bit too long. The refs caught that one.
Clark bringing the ball up, initiating the offense. Dribbles to the right wing, replaced by Brown, who gets the ball back up top the three-point line. Passes back to Clark on the right wing and get it to Gilson. A lot of standing around as they get Curry in the left corner, and his shot is down. So that was fortunate. Not a whole lot of movement on that set.
Yeah, nice touch by Curry though on that shot.
Hopefully they can keep shots going down from outside. Thunderbirds working around the perimeter. Green the ball. Pass back up top. 3 is no good. Gilson goes up and gets the board. Curry passes ahead to Brown. Pass it back to Brown for 3. That 3 is no good. Doncor gets the rebound after it bobbles around a bit. Pass it inside to Curry. His shot's off back iron, but he gets his rebound maybe. And ball's rolling around, bodies on the floor, and the Blazers do come up with it. They lob it over top to Gilson, and it's good.
Yeah, nice heads-up play by Curry. Or was that Clark, actually? Curry got the ball, gave it to Clark. Clark gave it up to Gilson.
Roswell passes to the right corner, back up top to Green. Back to Roswell as they get into the high post. They dump it into the low post. And the lay-in is good for Hudson. Clark bringing the ball up, looking to his right. Pass to Curry on the right wing. To get into the corner to Gilson. He's going to try a 3. It's no good. And Doncor comes up with the steal again. Clark with the ball. He's going to bring it back out. Pass to Brown up top. Passes back to Clark. He's going to drive inside. Kicks it back out to Curry, and that's over his head. Thunderbirds inbounding the ball. Singleton bringing the ball up. Passes to the left to Rothwell. And the 3 is good from Green. Back up to an 8-point lead, 16:50 to go. Clark dribbles to the free throw line, kicks it out to Brown, sets his feet, and he hits the three. So second shot to go down here from outside for the Blazers.
Yeah, Blazers doing a good job of not letting Green River go on a run like we said they can't.
The lay-in is around and out. Donkor with the rebound, pass it ahead to Gilson. Dangerous pass as Gilson fortunately gets it to Curry, and the three from Brown misses everything.
Good heads-up play by Centralia, just couldn't execute on the basket there.
Blocked by Donkor, and the second attempt is no good. Brown gets the ball, passes it up to Curry. Euro steps inside, and his lane is just too strong off the backboard. And Brown with the steal in half court, and he's going to lay it in off the break. Timeout called by the Blazers. 41, Blazers 41, Thunderbirds 44. 15:50 left in the second half, so they definitely came out and they went on a run of their own.
Yeah, definitely, and we said they could not let Green River go on a long run because they'd dig too big of a hole. Why do you think Coach Moore called timeout there?
Well, he definitely wants to make sure that a lot of the points they've gotten so far are 50-50 plays, and he wants to make sure that he can capitalize in a set offense off of the energy they got right now.
Yeah, they look like they might, if they keep running that fast, might get a little winded there too. So a good timeout by him. Just kind of settle his team down a little bit. So some smart passing there we just saw from Centralia, finding the open person.
Heads up play from Brown, picking the pocket and getting a three out in the corner earlier. As every player except for Donkor and Hester were in the front court. They're trying to trap in the front court. But the Thunderbirds break that easily, and now they're in their half-court set. And they get it inside to Hester, back outside to Rothwell. A foul on Donkor.
Yeah.
2 fouls on the Blazers. Now it's Donkor's third. As Iman comes back in for him. 15:36, remaining 20 seconds on the shot clock. Green gets it in to Singleton. Passes to Rothwell. Back to Singleton. They get it into left corner. Green picks up his dribble, handed by Curry. Gets it into the high post. Singleton back up top, 5 seconds, drives in, kicks it back out. Three is short, misses everything.
So good defense by Centralia on that possession. Able to nice highlight a good shot. You have to take a last second shot there.
Clark bringing the ball up. He lobs it over the top in the high post to Gilson. He's just going to go in. Went straight to work after possibly a little pep talk from the coach. Heard him earlier saying, find your spot, trying to urge Gilson to get it started. The Thunderbirds working around. Rothwell getting a pick up top from Hester. Excuse me, not Hester. Green up top, passing to left corner. The three, short. Gilson gets the rebound, hands it off to Curry. He's gonna look to attack. Clark from the left wing. His three is good. And just like that, the Blazers are back up by 2. Singleton, ball up top. Picks up his dribble in trouble. He gets a pass off into the high post. Couple pump fakes, frees him up. And Harris gets the lay-in as a timeout is called by the Thunderbirds.
It'll be a full timeout too. So scored tied up. So Centralia coming out, not only able to stop from going on a big run, but they've gone on a run of their own to get the score tied. And again, if Centralia can win this game, they'll most likely have a playoff game on Friday.
So we don't know yet who they could be potentially playing Friday, right?
No, I don't think so.
So
got to see the results of the other games here.
But we got South Puget Sound is in first place, 12-1. Lower Columbia, 11-2 in second place. Tacoma, 9-4. All three of those teams have secured their tickets to the postseason. We got Highline, Centralia, and Pierce, all within about a half game of each other.
You know, it's almost like the women's game. Our team had the secure playoff, and their women's team needed to win to get in the playoffs. Highline doesn't have a secure playoff here, but our team, again, needs to win. Centralia does if they are going to make the playoffs.
The players take back onto the court. Curry inbounds the ball to Brown. He's going to bring the ball up. Passes left wing to Curry. Curry looking to get it inside, back to Brown. They work into the right corner to Clark. Gets back up to Brown up top. Jab steps back to Clark for three from the right wing, and that's down. So three-point shooting starting to come alive in the second half so far. So they got a half-court trap set up as they're trying to come across half-court, trying to pressure the Thunderbirds. Singleton passes to Rothwell. Left wing, couple jab steps, passes back to Singleton. He's going to drive inside, kicks it back out to Green from the right corner. His shot is good, so the Thunderbirds answering right back with a three of their own. It's all tied back up at 49, 13:30 to go in the game. Curry up top, passes back to Brown. Lobs it back over the top right corner to Clark for three, and his three is good. We got a shootout going here, as the crowd is really getting into this one. As Singleton passed to Rothwell, he's going to try and drive baseline. He's cut off by Curry. Go back up to Harris. Green on the right wing. They get into Hester, and Iman is almost able to get the steal. He's able to knock the pass out of bounds. Inbounding it from the right corner of the court. Awkward spot. They get it in nevertheless. And Green runs baseline, gets a three on the opposite wing, and he buries it. So back-to-back threes for each player as they are going right back at it. Clark up top, passes to Brown on the right wing. Gets it into the high post, short corner. Curry back up top. Brown, they're working it around. Gilson going to try and drive baseline. Gets a pass out to Clark because he is forced out of bounds. And pass went out of bounds into the bleachers.
I'm not sure what he was trying to do there, but
I think they were trying to force the issue a little bit there of trying to get it to Clark's hot hand. Singleton up top, pass to Green on the right wing, guarded by Curry. Back to Harris up top, guarded by Brown. Rothwell gets it into Hester. Couple pump fakes, and Iman is going to be called for the foul. Playing what looked like some great defense, staying down on his feet, keeping his arms up the whole time.
Yeah, I think they must have saw something we didn't see there.
Nevertheless, Iman has been holding his own down there pretty well tonight.
Yeah, you can tell that Hester has a little bit of advantage on weight, but Iman's really been holding his own, like you said.
First shot is good for Hester.
There was a nice free throw by Hester there, too.
And second shot rims in and out. Gilson goes up and gets the rebound. Clark running out, pass to Brown in the right corner. Gets it back to Gilson up top. They work in the opposite corner to Clark, and he gets another three down.
I think that's his third in a row.
So Clark is feeling it right now, putting the team on his back offensively. They are back up by 2, 55 to 53. Singleton trying to shake Clark, gets it to Green. They switched, and Clark's on him as Green drives in, puts up a floater, no good. Rebound secured by Gilson, and Brown's going to bring it up. Pass it to Clark, and they get it into the left corner. Curry drives baseline, hands it off to Gilson, and he finishes at the rim and one. Crowd is loving this offensive display in their second half. You can see here on the replay, just barely gets it over the hands of Hester there.
So he can complete a three-point shot, a three-point play here too. Trying to get a substitution in there. So yeah, this could complete a three-point play here, which is just as good as getting that.
Hester's of the Thunderbirds is walking off. Prangley is set to check in. The shot rims in and out. Singleton bringing the ball up, pass to the right wing to Green. Pump fakes a three, couple jab steps, looks to get inside, puts it on the deck, passes back out of the wing. Singleton up top, passes to Rothwell with Curry on him. Couple of dribble moves. Pass back to Green, he's going to drive right down the paint, hands it off to Hester. Tries to slam it home, but he's fouled. Good foul there, not letting him just get an easy dunk like that.
Yeah, I'm sure he tried to get all ball there, but must have got his hand. So the ref is saying something to the coach. I'm not sure what he's saying.
Things are getting a little heated over there.
So I think they're giving the bench a warning, or the coach, and the coach doesn't look too happy.
Shot misses. We got one more coming as the Blazers are ready to run out on that one. Prangley coming in for Brown. Gilson replacing Clark on the left block, the free throw line. Second shot is no good either. And Gilson comes up with the rebound, passes ahead to Curry, and he's going to drive in. And he is fouled going up for a lay-in.
Yeah, able to get a foul on Hester there. And if you're not going to get that shot, at least get the foul. That's Hester's third. Looks a while. Let's see. Is that his third? Yeah, it is his third.
That's big right there.
Yeah, very big.
Decide to rest him here in a minute. So it appears they're going to leave him in for now. But if they do get another fourth foul on him and he has to come out, the Blazers really have to capitalize on that. Curry hit the first one, looking to make it 2 of 2. And the second one rolls out, but Gilson with the putback. 7-point lead for the Blazers. The Thunderbirds are trying to look for any sort of momentum they can find. Singleton up top, passes to Green. Green guarded by Brown, or excuse me, Prangley. Passes to Brown. They look to get it inside. Thunderbirds passing around the wing, 4 seconds. They're gonna have to put one up at the buzzer. Ooh. And he hits it. Big shot there from Singleton.
Yeah, very big shot for him. Clutch shot though.
Curry tries to answer back. His three is long. Iman almost gets the board. Singleton running out, and his lane is no good, but it's rebounded by Hester. And bodies on the floor. As Gilson was in perfect position for that rebound, just tripped over one of the bodies on the floor.
Yeah, but he tripped over Singleton. But Centralia gets the ball back, so that's good.
Clark passes the right wing to Curry. Gets it inside. And the lane is no good, too strong, bodies on the floor.
Looks like
Hester.
Hudson is down.
Is that Hester?
Hudson? Hester, rather.
Well, the Blazers going to use this moment to talk over their strategies as they attend to him.
Yeah, they've got a 4-point lead, so at the break they were down by 4. Now they've got a 4-point lead. So the other Highline has some other big men besides Hester, who's at 6'9". They also have Hudson.
You could potentially see Vanden Hazel, 6'10", coming off the bench.
Have we seen him in the game at all?
I do not believe so. He might be hurt. Maybe he's not in the rotation. I guess we'll find out here in a moment.
I'm not even sure if I saw him out on the warm-ups. Did you see him?
I wasn't really watching. I didn't see until his tip-off time that we had a 6'10" guy on the other team. I definitely saw Hester and Hudson, but I wasn't necessarily looking for a 6'10" guy.
So under 10 minutes left in this game. Just it's 9:59. So they have just a half. If they want to make the playoffs, they've got to maintain this lead. So I don't think anybody is in foul trouble for Centralia. Hester had 3 fouls, but obviously he's injured right now, so we'll see how that works out for him. Hopefully he'll be okay and be able to get up, as everybody is just kind of quiet here in the gym. So we saw at one point the ref yelling over toward the Highline bench, and we're not really sure what that was about. I noticed they had a problem with the substitution once, and that seemed to...
Yeah, I think they tried to sub in a player like at the buzzer. Sort of. And, well, that might be Vanden Hazel right there. He looks pretty tall with his warm-ups on still. But he's able to get helped off the court by his teammates here. But anyways, like we were saying, like they tried to substitute in, and the player stepped onto the court while the game was in play, and that's a foul on the player, I believe.
So they'll be carrying Hester off. And the ref's coming over to talk to the scoring table. Said no timeouts charged with anybody, I think is what he said.
Yeah, usually whenever it's an injury, it's a official's timeout.
Yeah. So we get back to play here as they take Hester off. Hopefully he's okay.
But now with Hester out, you got Hudson coming in. Two-headed beast down low.
Yeah. So Green River but Highline will call timeout now, so he can regroup here.
Saw what Centralia was coming out with out of the break, potentially, and wanted to change something. So we see Hester going out, and definitely said that, you know, you want to capitalize off of not having him in the game. We didn't want it to happen that way necessarily, but the Blazers definitely need to look to capitalize off of that with 9:59 to go.
Right. Yeah, hopefully Hester's okay. Hopefully it's just a bad sprain or something, and he'll be okay. You'd never like to see a player get injured. So, but like you said, you do have to capitalize on that. You know, the actual starter, though, was Hudson. He started the game, and then Hester came in, and it seemed like Hester was doing a pretty good job. So maybe that's why we kept bringing him in.
Yeah.
But Hudson is actually the starter, so let's see what Centralia does here. Looks like it'll be Highline's ball.
Both teams coming back out on the floor. Hopefully this break didn't kill any momentum that Centralia was feeling, as they're pressuring hard in the backcourt with 3 players, the 2 inbounders. They almost lose it out of bounds. Singleton is hounded by Clark. He's going to dribble inside, pass it back out there, and work it around the wing. Rothwell gets trapped inside. He just tries to throw something up, and he goes over the backboard. Sea of hands there, making it hard to even see anything.
Could almost call 3 seconds on him, too. Just kind of stuck in the lane there.
One of those fight or flight moments. You just got to put it up or you got to pass it out. Curry inbounds the ball to Clark. He brings it up across half court. Pass it back to Curry in the right wing. Gilson trying to get positioning in the high post as the Blazers work around the wing. Curry dribbles inside, pass it back to Clark on the left wing. They get into the low post. Get it to the opposite right corner. And the 3 is good from Prangley. Back to a 7-point lead for the Blazers. Singleton brings it across half court, guarded by Prangley. Now by Clark. They're switching, and he screens. Prangley gets gets stuck on a pick, and the rebound secured by Iman. Clark told to slow down as he walked across half court. Pass to the right wing to Curry. Pass it back to Prangley. Back to Clark on the left wing. Get into the short corner. Back to Curry. Back into the right wing to Prangley. And 3 is in and out. Rebound nearly secured by the Blazers. Find Rothwell trying to go baseline. Passes it back out. Pick up top. Decides not to use it. Working around Rothwell from the free throw line is good. Clark eyeing down the defense as he passes to Curry on the left wing. Back to Prangley. Clark in the right corner. He's going to put up another 3. That one's long. And his hot hand is now evaporated.
Yeah, can't keep settling for those long shots if they're not making them.
And the 3 from Highline is no good. Off the backboards, rebounded as Clark gets it, and Rothwell looks like a bit of a frustration foul. She comes from behind him, fouls Clark. And that is now 4 fouls on the Blazers, 3 on the Thunderbirds. So nobody's really in foul trouble necessarily team-wise. That's the first foul on Rothwell. Clark bringing the ball up, passes to the left wing to Curry. Back to Prangley up top, back to Clark on the right wing. Jab steps, back to Prangley, working around the perimeter. Clark drives baseline, picks up his dribble, scoops pass to Curry, and he puts one up and he's fouled.
What was the foul on?
I believe it's on Hudson.
Did you see a foul there?
I feel like he got him a little bit with the body.
Could he have? Yeah. I guess the only thing they could have called him on. Looked like a pretty clean block as far as hitting the ball, but you're right. He probably hit the body.
Yeah, because Curry changed direction a little bit there midair. First shot is no good. I guess you could say ball don't lie.
Yeah. Well, you know, we saw that in the first half that Centralia wasn't hitting their free throws. They really need to sink those.
Second shot is good. As the Blazers are pressuring hard in the backcourt, only Iman is back on Hudson. They're trying to force any turnovers or at least make life difficult on the Thunderbirds bringing the ball up. They get it into Hudson, and the rebound is good by Iman. They lob it up ahead to Gilson. Pass in the air for too long is picked off by Harris. Rothwell for 3. Looks like that was blocked. And ball's tipped around. Rothwell going inside. His land is left short, off his hands, out of bounds. Or, excuse me, this is going to be
I'm going to say it's Highline's ball.
Definitely looked like it went off of his hands last. Coaches, the Thunderbirds, really getting into it. And Prangley gets the ball stolen. Up to Clark up ahead. No good. Tip pass, nothing. Clark. Gilson with the ball. Pass it out to Prangley in the left corner. And that 3 is good.
So good sequence of passes by Centralia.
Well, I guess 3 is better than 2. If
yeah.
you're missing those close lanes, you know, 3 is better.
Got a couple lucky bounces on the ball and a couple players in the right place, but able to find the open man. And that's always important that you find that person who's standing there at the 3-point line, that can get his feet set and shoot that ball.
Prangley,
so heads up play.
Being Prangley or anybody that is a spot-up shooter, you know, it's always important to have good spacing like you see in that play. He stepped out into the outside in the perimeter and he was wide open.
Yeah, so
in his area.
They went to the hot hand with Clark. He hit I think 3 in a row, and then Prangley's hit a couple now. So they have a couple of guys they can go to.
Tale of 2 halves is the Blazers couldn't hardly hit anything in the first half. Now they've suddenly come alive in the second.
You think it's the baskets?
Possibly.
Maybe that basket on our left side is tilted a little bit. I don't know. Who knows? But Central playing very good basketball during this half of the game, and you can imagine the coaches had some some good inspirational words for them at halftime, knowing that they've got to win this game if they want to get in the playoffs, and they have a chance to get into the playoffs.
So once again, they're pressuring as they inbound the ball, making life difficult as the Thunderbirds try and get the ball up. They do get it over, and they're going to set up their offense. Singleton calling out a play, and he's going to get a double pick up top. Passes back up top to Rice. Passes at the left side to that Harris. Shot is no good. Rebounded by the Thunderbirds. They kick it back out. Singleton for three. And he gets misses the shot. Last touch by the Thunderbirds out of bounds.
Heads up play by Centralia.
Clark passes left wing to Pringley. They get it into the post to Iman. Kicks it to Clark in the right corner. Dangerous pass through the paint. Clark tries to drive baseline, scoops it inside to Gilson, and he has a nice finish inside.
Heads up play by both of those two players.
Timeout called by Thunderbirds. Pringley is set to check in during this timeout. A little energy off the bench.
Yeah, that was a nice little play there. That nice pass. What I'm seeing, from the beginning of the season to now is a lot better passes by Centralia. When we first watched them, at the beginning of the season, we saw a lot of errant passes and not a lot of patience at times.
It seemed like when we first started broadcasting these games, a lot of people like to play hero ball a bit, and the passing wasn't there necessarily. Now it seems like they've come together as they've gone along in this season, and they're playing as one cohesive unit.
Yeah, so you're always hoping that when you get toward the end of the season, you're playing better as a team, and maybe they're peaking right now at the right time.
Pringley pressuring the inbounder as they get it in to Rice. Back to Harris, and gets it to Singleton as he brings it up. Eyeing down the zone. Get it to Rothwell on the left wing. Pass it back to Singleton on the right wing. The three from Rothwell, no good. Long rebound secured by Curry. He's going to walk it up the court in no rush.
At the halftime stats, we saw a big discrepancy in rebounds, too. You remember that? Or was it tied?
It was tied.
Never mind.
Pringley from the right corner. His three is no good. Iman gets the rebound, and he lays it in. Has a 13-point lead with just over 5 to go. And they almost come up with the steal as Rothwell brings the ball up into the front court. Pass to Singleton. Pass back to Rothwell on the right wing. Back to Singleton. He pass fakes. Passes left to Rice on the left wing. Back to Rothwell. They get it back to Singleton, and he's going to reset it. Rice up top. They get it inside to Rothwell on the high post. Back out to Singleton. He's going to drive inside, guarded by Pringley. And it's nearly picked off. Hard three at the buzzer from Rice. Almost goes down.
Yeah, that would have been amazing if he would have made that.
And Pringley brings the ball up, passes to Curry. He's going to hold the ball and let the offense get set. Pringley up in the high post, kicks it back to the right wing. Left wing, Pringley jab steps. He's fouled by Singleton. They tried to pass it out. Green coming in for Rice. Some substitutions.
71-58. Again, playoff implications for Centralia on the line here.
Curry for three from the left wing. Hits back iron, goes right to Pringley off the rebound. Kicks it back to left corner to Clark. His three is good. Pringley guarding Harris as he brings the ball up. Gets a pick up top. He pulls from just above the three-point line, and he gets it to go down.
Maybe a timeout by Highline.
So 74-61, Blazers with a 13-point lead, 3:48 remaining. As we come down the stretch, they're sitting comfortably right now. They just have to keep playing like they have been so far.
Yeah, I don't think you want to play too conservatively here as far as running out too much time. You have an easy shot, you want to take it early on.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to let up when this game means this much, you definitely want to make sure that you can get the win by any means necessary.
Yeah. So, yeah, 348 in Centralia. They've had a few years of a playoff drought here, at least 4 or 5, maybe 4 years. So they want to get back in the playoffs. They definitely need to get this.
So it'd be a good experience for all these guys that never seeing postseason play.
Well, we have a lot of freshmen on the team, too,
that also, yeah.
Be a good experience for them for next year.
Ball gets picked off in the entry pass, and Thunderbirds are able to run out and get the lay-in. Can't be having turnovers like that on the
no, that's not what you want to see coming out of a timeout.
Curry with the ball up top, passes back to Prangley, get it into the corner. They work it back around to the right wing. Prangley, right corner, pass it back, to Prangley. Iman saves it to Prangley, lobs it up to Clark, and it's just out of his hands. It's one of those plays you'd like to have back and just burn a little clock maybe instead of taking the risky passes. They get the turnover, or they get the steal off of the inbounds. And coach is telling Curry to just, be patient and set up the offense. Prangley up top with it, pass to Curry, right wing, guarded by Rothwell in the zone.
12 seconds on the shot clock.
Curry up top, dribble inside, pass it back to Prangley, back to Curry. He's going to have to pass this to Clark. Back to Prangley, puts one up, and he hits it from outside.
Clutch shot there by Prangley.
Harris bringing the ball up across half court, trying to attack the zone. They find Green in the right corner. Three from Harris up top is good.
That was actually Peppinger with that three for Centralia.
A couple of shots from Harris keeping them somewhat alive with just over 2 minutes to go in this.
Yeah, Harris has a nice touch.
Curry dribbling the ball out a bit, eyeing down the defense. Passes left wing, gets it back. Pass to the right corner. Clark puts it on the deck, gets it into Prangley, and it's put home by Iman. Now that is a momentum play if I've ever seen one, and another turnover. Minute 42 to go. Blazers 79. The Thunderbirds 66. Clark gets the ball in the backcourt, pressured by Green, and his pass is picked off. Rothwell tries to do a Euro step. He is fouled by Clark in the process. Minute 34 remaining.
I think this one still, yeah, I would still not be comfortable.
I wouldn't say anything yet.
Yeah.
Gilson set to check back in. First free throw, it's no good. Gilson coming in for Prangley. Got some nice minutes out of him, some energy off the bench. Coach calling for a timeout by the Thunderbirds. So 79-67, 12-point lead for the Blazers. Only a minute 34 away from postseason play. First time in, we said, 4 or 5 years now.
Yeah, you would think that Green River, I keep saying Green River, Highline's, I just can't get over those green uniforms. Highline's strategy would be to foul, and minute 34, because Centralia will bring it up and just run out that 30-second clock and take a last-second shot. So I think Highline's going to have to start fouling, coming down, getting three-point shots if they can.
Yeah, they're definitely, I wouldn't say necessarily, well, no, because nobody's in foul trouble team-wise. You had each team with 5, so you could risk some fouls. But if you were in foul trouble, you'd want to go for the steals first.
Yeah. So you're down by 12, minute 34. You know, I mean, you could still come down and maybe get a quick 2, but Centralia is going to bring the ball down, and you know they're going to pass and try to take a lot of time off the clock. So I think, you know, you're probably going to have to foul.
I've definitely seen stranger things in this sport.
So we'll see. The minute 34, and Centralia could be getting to the. Well, they'll have a playoff game Friday night
And that'll be on the road, right?
Yeah, that'll be on the road. And then they could possibly have one here Saturday if they win on Friday night.
So Curry running the baseline, trying to find an outlet, gets it to Gilson in, gets it back to Curry, gets it to Clark, finds Prangley. Iman tried to put it back home, no good. As coach is telling them to get back. Singleton up top, hands it off to Harris. He tries to drive inside, puts a shot up from about 10 feet. No good off back iron. And an offensive foul. Nope, excuse me.
Defensive. He's going to get 2 shots.
Ref was kind of pointing the other way. So minute 13 left. With the clock stopped, this could potentially be down to single digits. You do not want to be giving up fouls in a situation like this. First shot is good. As everybody is up in the front court for the Blazers. Curry gets trapped in the corner and he's fouled. So they are going to start playing the foul game. Six fouls apiece for each team as Prangley set to check back in. Iman comes out. Curry lobs it over top to Prangley on the opposite side of the court, gets it back to Curry. He can comfortably run across the half court, but he's met by a trap. He gets it to Gilson, and he is fouled. And a foul on Hudson.
Looks like Hudson got hit in the face there. So
Rice checks back in for Hudson.
See, Highline has a short team in right now.
You want your shooters out on the court at a time like this.
Try to get the rebounds and.
Rebound is no good. Free throw is no good. Rothwell with the rebound. He dribbles it up right wing. Picks up his dribble, in trouble, finds Harris. Gets it handed off back to him. He pulls for 3 really deep, and he gets it down.
6-point lead.
They get it into Gilson. Back to Curry on the opposite side of the court. Hezzy gets across half-court line. He is fouled.
So Curry, generally a pretty good free throw shooter. He really needs to sink these ones.
When the Thunderbirds can start hitting shots like that, just pulling up from that deep, it really starts to make you kind of sweat come down the stretch here.
44 seconds left, as you can see on the clock there.
Curry takes a few dribbles. First shot is good, so he'll get his second free throw. Increases the lead to 7, potentially 8. Second shot for Curry is also good, so he goes 2 of 2, and a timeout called by Jason Moore.
Centralia.
Excuse me, Caleb Sells. That's the other coach. So we got 44.7 left on the clock, 8-point lead, and the Thunderbirds are now in foul trouble with 8. So now coach is probably just telling them, play comfortably, do what we have been doing, don't do any dumb plays, as they get Brown to check back in.
Highline has a couple really good 3-point shooters, so you want to be careful with not letting them get those shots off. And you saw one from way downtown too, so they've got to be really careful there. But I think Centralia, that full court press, has been pretty tough on them. They just got to get it back and try to run some time off.
Looks like that timeout, there's no clipboard, so it's more of maybe an inspirational timeout, as he was telling his guys just be strong with the ball because they're going to come out and trap as hard as they can. As they try to trap in the backcourt, but Singleton just races down the court, and it's almost stolen. Is it stolen? Nope, he stepped on the out-of-bounds line. Almost stolen by, was that Clark, I believe?
That was Clark, yeah, with that. Almost still there, 37 seconds left now.
You guys look to switch.
Green flashes around the three-point line. They get it into Rothwell, and he pulls a three. That's long. Prangley with the rebound. And knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Harris.
So
Prangley comes
still 31.7 seconds left. So a lot of time in this game.
in. And timeout called by the Thunderbirds.
So again, this if Centralia can win this game, they'll have a playoff game to get into the playoffs.
Yeah.
On Friday, that'll be an away game, and then if they win that one, there will be a home playoff game here on Saturday. So a lot of games they've got to win.
Exciting time here for both the boys and girls basketball team.
Yep. Be nice to get them both into the playoffs and see where it goes from there.
Now, has the women's team made the playoffs the last couple of years?
Yeah, I believe so. I think they probably have a string of playoffs. Can't remember the last time they didn't make the playoffs. Did they make it last year? I'm pretty sure they did. So I'm so used to them making the playoffs.
So it'll be nice to see both teams getting some postseason run potentially. And Curry set to inbound the ball.
If they win.
Everybody in both teams are in the front court. Gilson runs out in the back court. Curry is forced to call a timeout. And the full timeout, I believe that might be their last timeout.
Yeah, it looks like a Brown slip there, and that
could have cut base towards the baseline, potentially got open.
right. So Curry forced to call timeout. That was a smart move by him. You don't want to give up the ball.
Heads up play, especially right under your own basket.
So the band out for both games tonight, and it's good to see him still here playing. Highline putting up a good fight here. You know, so the game, if we go back to the beginning of the game, Centralia came out really hot, had a 10, 12-point lead, and Highline came back and was able to tie it and then take a big lead in the second half. And then Centralia came back, tie it up, and then they took a lead. So it's a lot of runs in this game.
Curry set to inbound the ball, and he gets it into Gilson in the corner. He is pressured, lobs it up to Prangley, and he has a clear run out to the hoop, and he's going to lay it in. 10-point lead, 24 seconds to go as Singleton's going to bring it across half court. He's going to lay it in, so it's 18 seconds left. Lobs it up over top to Brown. Pass to Curry. He is fouled. 15 seconds left, 8-point lead.
So hopefully Curry can make both of these. Pretty much put it away. But
15 seconds in the postseason. Yeah, just one of these essentially puts the nail in the coffin, if it isn't already. And misses the free throw. Harris coming down, coach telling him not to foul. Harris picks up his dribble, pass to Rice. Rice picks up his dribble. They're struggling to get an open shot. Harris steps back, misses everything, and
2 seconds left.
2 seconds. That's Prangley who's going to be at the free throw line. And the Blazers are going to be playing Friday night.
Extend your season, definitely. So their record's going to go to, what's that?
6-8.
6-8.
Within our conference record. First shot missed by Prangley. Coach just telling them don't foul off anything.
So 2 seconds
free throw
left.
Down. 3 from Rothwell. At the buzzer is no good. And the Blazers
84-75, yeah.
will be playing Friday night. Great game here from the Blazers. Down They were down how much at the half? They were down how much at the half?
It was 75-74, so down by 4 points. 75-71, so down by 4 points. So I'm just checking to see if we could see Hester, if he was coming through the line there, and I don't see him, so he's where he is, right? He's still on the bench over there. Hopefully he's okay.
So leading scorers for Highline: Rothwell with 18, Harris with 17, Hudson with 7, Singleton with 12, Green with 11 off the bench. Hester had 10. For the Blazers, Gilson with 13, Doncourt with 4, and Doncourt also with 3 blocks, 5 rebounds, so he's getting it done all over the board. Clark with 15, Brown with 5, Curry with 18, off the bench, Prangley with 7, Peppinger with 12, and Donovan Hyman with 10.
Battle of the rebounds, Centralia won that 42-38.
Still relatively close.
Yeah, I think after Hester went out, that gave Centralia a little bit of advantage. Although Hudson's a pretty good rebounder too. But so a great game by Centralia tonight, able to win. Again, they won that first meeting against Highline 2. So looks like we'll have a game. They'll have a game Friday, and then we may have a game Saturday. So yeah, as Jerry was saying, check your scores and look at the local paper. Check out the Centralia website, see if we have a game. And so we may see a Friday. If we don't, we are bringing you a high school all-star game next Tuesday night, beginning at 6, the women's game and the men's game. So there's a possibility we'll see it before next Tuesday. That'll be Saturday. All right, so let's just wrap this one up. So with the win tonight, Centralia gets at 84-75. They will go to 6-8 or 7 and is it 6? I think, are they 5 and? Yeah. Okay. So I think they would be 7. I think they have 6 wins now. Let me check that out as we're on the air here, and we can tell you that, and then we'll wrap this whole thing up.
Well, and that could potentially, they won't have to worry about the tiebreaker with Pierce, which I don't think they have to anyways because they won both games.
They did win both games. So let's go back and let's check out the standings on the West here. This is, let's see, let's make sure I have the men's basketball East and West. So Centralia right now is 5-8. So you're right, there will be 6-8, and they'll make that one-game playoff. And if they win that, they'll play here Saturday. They'll have a home playoff game, and then the NWACS will get started. So thanks for joining us. We will see you either Saturday or next Tuesday. Final score again was Centralia 84, Highline Thunderbirds 75.